Hello and welcome to Dripping Coils. Yes, it's a Friday. Right, straight down to it. I'm on tonight. I'm on
amphetamines.
I can never remember this name. It's that anyway, right? Squonky, and I've got a new one. It's an armor. And we'll be talking about that. Remus, that's it. Come back to me. It's the Remus on the armor. I've got different caps for that as well. And I got that with ICM mods. I'll show you this. I'm not vaping on this, but I'll just a sneaky peek. Just a little delving box, mechanical. So really simple. Yeah, it's nice. It's a box.
It's a box
That's what
with
it says on the tin.
battery.
Yeah, with the armor, you will get. I've got like you can see, they've got the black delving around the cap. You can get it stainless and 510 adapter, and I've got a cap cut on it, just sort of matchy. Right, I'm on that. I'll show you. That's my bit of my vape mail this week. Oh well, yeah, it was last week, but I got it to dingy to. Can't remember when I got it. Every day is sort of like, yeah. Ooh, and then I'm gonna actually, a bit of a long. Should we wait for that? Yeah, I've been waiting for a mod. I sent a mod off, and I've been waiting for 5-6 months to be repaired. And apparently it got lost, but it suddenly turned up. So I'm happy about that because it's quite a rare piece. It was quite sought after at one point. Some people might not like it. It is a bit garish, or whatever you want to say it.
What's it vape like, Neil?
I don't know, mate, because it autofires.
But maybe it's the new thing. Maybe it anticipates your vape and just auto fires.
Yeah, I think you just maybe it's a new system where you just tighten your atty up, vape it. When you've had enough, just unscrew it at the top.
Yeah. Wasn't built by Smock by any chance, was it?
Yeah, so I'm going to ask a friend to sort that out because, yeah, right. Then I'm on the S Cube with the Gaia. 24, and that has got some lemon in it. Oh, that has got Prince's Custard coming, and that is coming out very, very soon. 3 or 4 weeks. He's got to just finish the artwork and stuff, and he'll be launching it. And then I'm on the Galactica with the Soul. And that has got another one of Billy's. I know I keep going on about Billy quite a lot.
Gay lovers.
Yeah. He's tropical. What's a fruity tropical vape? It's lovely. It's really, really refreshing, and I like it. Right, Jamie. I have waffled on quite a bit.
Just wasted 5 minutes.
Yeah. What are you vaping on, mate?
Right. Good evening, all. I am vaping on the Therian with the Cleto 120 and the big boy glass, or fat gut glass. That's actually got in it Dr. Salt's Blue Ice. That's kind of nice. I seem to like the Dr. Salt's juice at the moment. And I'm also vaping on the Toaster with the Hadley Authentic. I didn't buy it, but it's authentic. And that has Dr. Salt's Twisted in it.
Camera is locked on Neil. Right. There you go.
Thanks, Neil.
Sorry, mate.
Therian, Clito 120, reducing it. Toaster, Hadley, authentic, didn't buy it. So fuck off.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Joe will get you back for that.
Yeah. We'll hang you off the balcony as I'm 3 stories up by your dick. Well, that's me done.
Yeah, right. I am sorry about that. I locked it by mistake. I'm not used to being a cameraman. Ash normally sorts out. I just normally sit back here and relax, and I just didn't realise.
How dare Ash have a holiday?
Yeah, how
Bastard.
dare he?
How dare he?
He should be at home now. I only missed one show.
No, he's he left, and then they had tickets to go to the zoo.
You're going to keep him?
I don't know. Matty's gone to see his family, the giraffes.
The elephants?
I reckon he's crossbreed because he's so tall, he's a giraffe, and he's an elephant.
Yeah, Nelly's laughing his arse off now. Yeah, make him walk his dog. I know a forfeit for Joe for doing that. Put petrol in his bike.
No, because if he actually put petrol in his bike, it would work. Because it's petrol, so it's diesel, you numbnuts.
No, because he put diesel in last time, so if he puts petrol in...
It'll work.
Yes, I know, but it won't make sense to him because he thinks it's diesel.
Okay. Just clarify because you slightly lost me there.
Right. What we're talking about tonight
is
I
don't know, because I'm sure I sent you a private messages in actually admin chat that turned around and actually said, Neil, what are we discussing tonight? And I think your reply back was, we'll probably wing it.
You're not supposed to tell him that.
So I'm going to sit here and go, winging it.
Right, no, right. We are, well, we said last week anyway that we were going to talk about the hype train. And if no one knows what the hype train is, it's basically high-end mods, high-end accessories, even some of the bell caps and stuff like that, just like rare as hen's teeth. And basically, people get on the high horse, or the funny thing is, I see about the hype train. I'm just going to start off with it because I think it's hilarious that a little modder will start. I know one of them. I was actually talking to him about Vape Fest, and I'm actually doing it for him. So if he's not watching, you're in trouble, mate. He did something very, very simple, and basically it was a battery storage thing. Now people have gone mad because he's made it into a mod. So it was storing batteries originally, and then he's made it into a mod. Everyone's gone nuts over him. Then he's done like stab wood ones and everything. So they're starting to really start to increase. And then you got another mod who I was talking to, and yeah, he just started very simple. He's very laid back, and yeah, people are near enough taking his left arm off of his mods. He can't make them fast enough. Them I don't mind so much. But it's half the time it's not the mod. Well, I'd say 90% of the time it's not the modder.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me. Are you reading a YouTube chat?
No.
Can you read YouTube chat? Because judging by what Nelly, or should I say, Tiddy, VR Live, who doesn't seem to broadcast at the moment because he's getting new bits, has made a comment that looks like you've probably put your foot up your own arse again. Would you like me to read it to you?
Why? What have I done?
I don't know. It says he's put. I'm sure that's meant to say what the fuck, Neil, or I don't know. Or he's put WTG. I'm not into this lingo. I'll just say how it is. He says, "Tell VK when he has to release his new flavours. Ha ha again." Piss myself laughing.
No, I've not put my foot in it. No, I haven't. Because if you see that, Billy said he's sat on the toilet having his shit watching the. Billy, you make me laugh. You really are.
Don't wipe too hard in case your finger goes through the paper. He does it all the time. He does it all the time.
I know. I just said a couple of weeks or so. That's all I said. He's sorting the artwork out. That's all I said, Billy. I did not to say a definite date, mate.
Yeah, but his couple of weeks could be your couple of weeks could be his couple of months.
No, but it won't be, because we know he knows when he's releasing them. I just said he's releasing them soon.
So
and that's all I'm saying. I am building the juice up. I am saying this is juice because I believe in the new juices.
See, this is what we mean. Welcome to the hype train, the whole backbone of tonight's show. And as you
digging, thanks, Billy. No,
and as you can see, he's put VK on the hype train.
No, I have not. Billy doesn't need me. He doesn't need me. What, a hype train with 7 people? Don't be fucking stupid. Yeah, Billy, are you on the toilet with your gun? With your airsoft? Sticking it up for Sunday? Oh, my speed. Fuck's sake. Billy, you know what I meant. I just meant it as a flipping comment. It's going to come out. Right. It's going to come out shortly. A trowel. No. You're just winding me up now. Right. Because Billy loves winding me up and he's getting a kick out of it. He's sat in his brown chair now where he's wiped his ass on it too many times.
Yeah. Billy, you know what you want to do. You said you wanted to test your gun out. Well, now you know what to do. Now you've got it repaired. Load up a whole magazine and shoot Neil for his punishment.
Maybe as smooth as Ray. Oh my God, Billy! Right.
Dick with a grenade.
Oh, Mel's starting now. Right, this is good. This is what we like. It makes entertainment. Right,
Mel. The only problem is he'll throw the wrong part of the grenade. He'll get the pin and throw the pin and keep the grenade.
I probably would.
Yeah, probably.
I probably would. You do that, don't you?
Billy said he'll hire a JCB if you want.
Oh, fuck off. I didn't drop that much of a clanger. Fuck off, Joe. Go and kill yourself. Right, go and put diesel in your bike. Right. Right. So basically, 90% of the time, the modders are really, really nice guys. The ones I've met are awesome. But then people really go onto it and they put a mod or a natty or even juice on a pedestal, an absolute pedestal. And then I wouldn't say, I think 70% of the time, no, I'd say 80% of the time, they are justified that the at is really, really good. But now and again, you'll get a mod or an atty where you think, what's all the hype about? It's no different to what I've got. So the thing is, if you're happy with what you've got, just if you really want that atty and you can't get hold of it, don't get butt hurt like some of them just run around like, oh, I did ×1. Oh, my F1 finger's worn out and I can't do it quick enough. You can't. No, you don't do that. What you do is you just wait. And I got a bit of a, I can't call what it's called, but I got a bundle with a mod and the atty. And I didn't really want the mod, but my wife's going to have it. So that's what we discussed. You have the mod, I'll have the atty. Like I've shown that ICM mod, it's a nice mod, but I've got loads of them like it. But I just wanted the armor. So the armor is one what for me does hold up to the hype train. These a few months ago, even now, they're really hard to get hold of. Really hard. You've got to wait to. This what I don't believe in is that you've got to wait. You've got to times one to even get invited. No, I'm not saying it, Mel. You've got to times one, so you've got to look at the like page. You've got to times one if you want to get in their group. They put you in a randomizer to get in the group. That still doesn't guarantee you a natty. Then you've got to go into the group and then wait for a new release of one of them, and then basically times one and go for a randomizer and might win one. But you don't win one, you win the chance to buy one. So that's what it's like. But I've just noticed recently that they have opened the door slightly, because I think the hype has gone down a little bit, because there's a new Atty out now, the Haku. That is really, really rocketing. But I can see where the appeal is with that. It's it looks nice. I've tried one and it's really, really good. The price is really cheap. It's about 75 quid. Because some of these high-end Atties were like pushing 130, 150, 160, 200 in the past. So for 75 quid, like a Hadley, yeah, that's why it's going mad. But it's like there was a place at Vape Fest where you had to buy a raffle ticket for £5. So the mod maker was making on the raffle tickets. So he made a bunch of money out of the raffle tickets. He put all the names into the hat or whatever, pulled it out, pulled so many out of how many mods he did. So say if he's got 200 tickets, he'd pull 30 out, how many mods he's got. I think he had 30 or 25 somewhere. And that gives you the right, if your name pulled out of that 30, it gives you the right to buy that mod. And he didn't knock the price off. You still had to pay full retail. But I sort of didn't agree with. But if people are willing to do it, well, they're stupid, not the modder. But I think some of the modders do get stuck up their own arse as well, where they believe the hype. But they're few and far between, to be quite honest. It's just some of the silly antics, and I've known people who to get death threats and stuff like that because someone's got on the list, and oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. At the end of the day, it's vapor. Who cares? Do you know what I mean? You don't. There's one extreme to another, isn't it, Jamie? To actually threaten, I'm going to kill you because you got on the mod. It's like someone the other day showed with two Hakus. Have you got 2 Hakus? How have you done that? That's impossible. What? Just get over it.
Yeah, but like mods, juices and tanks and Atties. It was the same for shops. As soon as once one shop appeared and then another shop appeared, other shops were getting threats because they were opening up in the same street that they were, so they were then losing business.
It was going on that, Jamie.
It got that bad where shops were getting threatened. No, we don't want you here. You've got to go, or we're going to burn your shop down. It got that. It basically got that bad, and that was just one of them. It's just one of those things. Vaping is still it's nowhere near as bad cutthroat as what it used to be, because going back a couple of years, it was excessively badly cutthroat.
Really bad. Really bad.
I'm not saying it's still not, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was.
No, it's not. But there's still the odd person who, because he's I don't know, because he's got loads of high-end gear, he's entitled to one. No, you're not. You're entitled as much as Joe Blocks down the road. He has still got the same amount of money in his hand, because if you want a mod, you got the money in your hand. So his money is just as good as yours. The people who piss me off the most is people who think their money is better than someone else's. And it's just no.
Mel's got a point. He's just turned around and said, if Vapor says the guy that gets how many high-end mods, right? But you do get a lot of high-end mods. Yes, you do.
Yeah,
You're always coming up with something new. But Mel, if this makes it feel any better for you, 2 of the high-end mods he's got, both auto fire and need repair. So sometimes it's not really that good to buy high-end.
No. That's why we've done this show as well. The thing is, they're not, well, I'd say the freehander is quite sought after, but you can get them. What I'm talking about is mods you cannot get. They're really hard to get. And I think there's a number of modders who hold back on numbers for definite to keep the hype there. You telling me sometimes you see them. I don't think it's as bad as now, but they used to do it where, releasing 10 this week. And it's just like, you're not just made 10 because it's not business. To just make 10 is just ridiculous. It's not cost effective. It's just not at all. And if people think that they do it that way, unless he's actually in his shed making it himself, and half of them don't, I know some of them do, he's going to make more than 10 anyway.
Keep talking, Neil. I've got to pop off quick.
Why?
Someone's at my door.
Oh, very inconvenient. Very inconvenient. Yes, I didn't throw it in the river, Mel. I threw it in the water. But I'd say the molly, it's quite sought after, but it's not. You can buy it on the website. See, the thing is, what I'm talking about, I've not gone into lists for stuff. I know I've got high-end gear, and Mel has got a good point. I have got a lot of high-end gear. But I've not gone in lists. I won't do F1 wars. I'll now and again, I will go into a ×1. I'll just put ×1 and leave it. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I don't get butthurt, as the people call it. You see people, but I'm just talking about a very minute of people. And I know other modders as well who I talk to. I talk to a lot. And the amount of PMs they get, it gets ridiculous. And I mean, 200-300 a day. I was talking to one of them and he was saying that 200-300 a day. So the only trouble with that is when people mad him, give us a mod, give us a mod. When someone's actually got one of them mods and you message him because you've got a problem, it might take a bit to get back to you. You think he's a tick because he's not getting back to you. The guy's got a backlog, man, because everyone's just trying to get his mod. So that's why I've noticed on some of the groups now, they've actually got admin. So it leaves the modder alone. So he gets married a little bit anyway. But if you've got a trouble, you go to the admin. And I think that's a really good idea. I think Limelight's done it. Haku's done it. I think there's a few. There's quite a few. And I think it's a brilliant idea. And for that, I realise why they've done it. And people say, why did... they've got to do it. And obviously, if someone's took an interest in their mod and they've really sort of like, because you do get attached to these modders as well. You can do anyway, and find them a really nice person, you talk to them and stuff like that. And people get passionate about it. And I think vaping can get very passionate, and I think that's why the butt hurt can happen. I'm just wondering, chat, what do people think about the hype train? Is it bullshit? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Do you think it's just a load of toss? Just tell us. Come on, let's have a chat.
Yeah, but surely the hype train's it's based all around preference.
Yes, definitely, it is personal preference, and but I see it as well where people will buy it to buy it with an intention to use it as trade bait, as they called it. So they'll get it, they're like, and they're probably the ones who have been kicking off for months and months and months. I ain't got one, everyone's got one, it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. And they get one, try it, don't like it, and then they'll go and trade it. but some people do get it as trade bait. Then you've got, in some people's eyes, a bit of a devil side where people will buy them just to flip them. So basically, you buy an Atty in intention of making money off that product. See, the thing is, there's counter sides on both of them. I can understand that the mod is losing out, blah blah blah, and then obviously, fair game, kind of. Do you know what I mean? Avid both sides, and it's hard. It's really hard because obviously, like I was going back, then people do care about the modders. So when people flip their stuff, then yeah, but flipping's a different side of it. We're talking about the hype train. Have we got any questions? Nothing wrong. Yeah, exactly, Mel. And that's exactly what I do. If I wait, it's like, you know how long I've wanted the armor for. And I just waited for the opportunity. I could, whether I could I could afford it. So I like something, I wait and wait and wait until it come quite available. See, these were just trade bait completely. They were trade. You couldn't get them for sale. And if you got something to trade for it, what someone wants for it, that's great. But if not, then you've got to wait for and what they'll do is they'll stick a mod they don't use, or it's lost the hype train a little bit, and they will stick it with an Atty with the hype train just to get rid of that mod because it won't do very well on its own. Do that with Atties as well. Get a really decent mod and put Hadley with it, something like, because everyone's got Hadleys at the moment because they're a cracking Atty, but they're really, you can get a hold of them. I just wish a lot of more Atties were, because in my eyes, I think everyone should get what they want, but don't lose your shit if you don't. It's a bit of a I find some of them that they're just like spoilt kids, Jamie, where they're just going, and they're just like, no, you can't stamp your feet. We're grown men, for God's sake, you know what I mean? And grown women, you know what I mean? It's I've not ever seen a woman kicking off. I've never, no.
I don't think
I've seen the odd one, but not nothing.
I don't think it's like my missus. I've got loads of mods all on the back shelf up there, and I'll turn around and she's she likes the Pico. Lives on the Pico. That's it.
That's what I mean. The hype train is a very small part.
You know, and I turned around and said, "Do you want to? Oh no, I don't like that mod. It's too big. I'm not fussed. If mine works, it's fine. So as long as it works, she's not fussed. I think most women are like that. If it works, fine."
Some of these modders will put a picture of a hand check, and everyone just put ×1, and just like, what the fuck? He's not even offering to sell one. I've seen loads of stupid things. Honestly, it's ridiculous. The hype train can be horrendous, and it can be quite brutal and quite. But I know these people who like the buzz of searching for a mod, finding it, fighting to get it. But not fighting in the people I know do it in a nice way, you know what I mean? The ×1, the F5 and all that. Because they'll do a list, and some of these lists he'll release 100 mods or 100 Atties. It's normally Atties in the hundreds. He'll release 100, and they might be gone in something like 5 or 6 minutes. So you gotta be quick, and you gotta fill out a Google Doc. And because some people are quicker than others, and the internet and all that, oh, you've had butthurt about that. Well, my internet's slow. I can't do it as quick as that. Well, what do you want the modder to do about it? Buy you faster internet? It's ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. It does. I do feel for some of the modders, but some of the modders deserve it, but not. I'd say the ones I know and know personally, and I've spoken to at Vape Fest, I've spoken to over the over line in hangouts and stuff like that. They're amazing people. They're absolutely awesome.
It's like we've had modders in our hangout that are literally sitting in their man caves that have got all their tools. You can see all their tools around them. They're like their lathes, their pillar drills, everything, and they're actually, while talking to us, making things people have ordered. And it was like, so they're literally, and they've got some of these guys have got full-time jobs, like most of us have. Yep. So they go out, work all day, come back, sit in their man caves, and they're making mods for people that have ordered them. It's don't get me wrong, it's nice to see that, because their devotion in what they do, and they've actually showed us some of the stuff they built. Well, what do you think of that? Do you think I could shine it up a bit more? Do you think it needs to be smaller? Do you think, it's nice to see that. We've had a few people in hangouts that do that.
The best idea I've seen this year for a very sought after mod, and it's really sought after at the moment. He can't make them quick enough, and he's such a nice guy. He's called Nigel Moxon, right? SVBs, right? Squonkers. He's released them a couple of months ago, and he's literally they're flying off the shelves, and he can't make them quick enough. And he's really, really trying. What he's done is he's not done. You're not doing times one or anything like that. Basically, right, I'm opening a list, and it's a never-ending list. So what he does is you go number 1 or number 50. He'll just work down the list, and eventually everyone will get a mod. And I think that is the best idea in the world. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think he's got 100 and something on his list. He's going to take him ages to get through it, but by the time he's finished that, he'll have another probably thing. So you'll have to wait, but you are going to get a mod. So the thing is, I think that's really fair, really, because the way of doing it at times one, if you think about it, potentially someone could get 5 of them mods, or 6 or 7, like they do. But yeah. But the way you're doing that, and I think some people have said I want to, and he's doing that because you're entitled to it, and I think it's a really, really good system that he's done. I think it's fair. Everyone's going to get one. He did send some out to people he knows and stuff like that to sort of send a feeder out, and that's a really good idea as well. And yeah, everyone loves them, and just a simple metal box painted exceptionally well, and yeah, it's got a MOSFET in it, and they're just a really, really tough box. What's going to probably be a very good beta, but I think that what I've seen of them, they're too pretty to be a beta, but that's what people will be using them for, because they will be able to take the hammer in. I noticed that with my Molly. Before it dropped in the thingy, you could do anything to it
apart from drop it in the fucking lake.
Apart from, yeah. If you have got a Molly, I do advise you don't drop it in fucking water, because you won't find it again. Because
it's that fucking heavy. It sinks like a stone and then embeds itself in the fucking ground.
Me, mate, it did, because it had the flavour on it as well. See, there's an Atty what's really good, but it's not got a hype behind it, and I can't understand sometimes why. Some of these Atties what are really good, and I mean extremely good, and they're not got the hype train behind them, and I just can't understand why. I don't know. I just don't know. There's I know there's one what I've tried, and it was off the radar for months. Now people are buying them. The plug-in. I was thinking about getting one for months and months. I decided not to get one. I could have got an older one. Now I can't get an older one when I want one. But yeah, so that's what I mean. Because I can't afford it, I'll just wait, save up, and then yeah, because I haven't got a lot of money. So yeah. Is anything in the news this week? Anything?
Not really. Just the same monotonous shit. No change.
Billy stopped trolling me now, hasn't he?
Yeah, don't say that. It'll soon come back. I'm
No.
now noticing that little green pixel I've got. It looks like a packy spot in the middle of my head. I might need a new camera.
See, big babies, yeah.
But I agree with what Nelly's saying. It's engaging with the hand that feeds it. Yeah, it's right. But I think that's good. I think that would be good for every modder to do, like when people have, I don't know, either +1 for a mod, won a mod, paid for a mod. I think it would be good to actually see that, to actually see the guy building the mod that you know you're getting. Like
I'll tell you who's doing that. I've mentioned him before, Nigel. If you want to see a modder thing, at the moment on SVB group. If you're not in the group, go and join it. I'm plugging your channel, Nigel. Go and look, because he's actually doing live feeds at the moment while he's in his shed making the mods. What I think's a fucking brilliant idea.
I think it's brilliant because
because you're actually seeing, wow, this is how he's doing that, and certain things he won't put on cam because he said there's a certain way he does things to get the effects he does. Because if you look at his mods, they've got all speckle effects and different layers and stuff like that, and he sands a special way and stuff. I probably could find out, but I won't because it's no point. Because my dad was in the engineering for 45 years. He used to be a assembler, a sprayer. So I think that's really, really good because, and he even put on the group, do you want me to stop doing it? Do you want me to carry on? And loads of people, I think over 100 said, yeah, keep doing it because it's really good. And I think it gives a bit of interest as well. And I think the trouble with vaping at the moment, for me anyway, it is getting a bit stale. Before the squonking come down, I was basically losing interest in completely. And now squonking's come along and now I'm doing my mixing. My mixing probably one of my most priority in vaping at the moment. So yeah. I think I'm going to cut this beard off. I keep thinking about it, but I'm not.
I would.
But if you're watching this afterwards as well, put a comment in the thing. I just put a comment in, and I will answer it as quick as I can, or Jamie will, or Ash when he comes back, when he can be bothered.
He's just walked through his door, actually.
Yep. I can't believe you've got some beers, Billy, and you didn't get me any.
What was it? Nelly's on about smart mods.
You want a smart mod? If you look at Fast Tech long enough, Nelly, it might happen because they bring out shit like that. They will be with you in 3 to 4 weeks. What, Billy?
even a mod that DIYers can store recipes on.
I've got a computer for that. I've got a piece of paper for that.
But didn't Joytech attempt that, didn't they? Joytech attempted it where they attempted it was similar to the Cuboid. They put a massive great screen on it that you could use as an MP3 player. but the thing is, from what I saw, that didn't kick off very well.
Billy's trolling me again. I did have to say Billy's not trolling me no more. No, it didn't kick off very well. The Cuboid, it was good at the time, but it's not anymore. I think people just want. The thing is, you can go too technical, as you can. I think that's what you're trying to say, Jamie. You can go too technical where people just say, "Nah, it's just a fad. I don't fucking want it." Basically, what we want is something what's reliable, and vapes, and that's it. You want some, and that's why I like my mechs, because there's not much to go wrong with them.
It's like that there. That one there. Don't get me wrong, it looks nice. It looks nice. Feels nice. It's nice and heavy. Nice sturdy mod. Well built. It's expensive because it's like a £200 mod, but I don't use half of what this is capable of doing. All I use is wattage. So to me, I bought it and it was a bit pointless. I don't use temperature control. You can adjust the amp wave, watt wave, how it feels, the wattage up. You can sit there, play with it, muck around with it. It's like the controls on it is like the Hubble Space Center. So it's like it'll take you a day to actually figure out how stuff works. You can do one button wrong and cock up everything you've just done. So it's it's now to me an ornament. Basically,
fucking expensive ornament.
Expensive ornament. It basically sits in my battery life on it's brilliant. For something that's got a colour screen where you can do your own background, your own pictures, you can adjust stuff. It's good battery life. Well, as long as you like with the brightness, you can adjust that. Oh, fuck it. That there lights up. So the higher you have your screen display, will light that battery up. So it will light the back plate up. So all of that will light up, and that's your battery can go down after that. So I always set the brightness so that doesn't light. But you see what I mean? I set the brightness so I'm not running my batteries out, so I don't even use that backlight, which is probably an extra 30 quid on top of the mod because the backlight's up, and then it's like, just one of them things. You know, like, it looked nice. I'll get one of those. Oh, I don't really use it. It's nice, but I don't really. I don't really use it. So yeah, it's just one of those.
Nelly, you are talking. Oh.
I want one that has an i7 Intel chip that's VR ready and streams to my Gear VR.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding, but would be funny.
I know you're kidding, mate, because he's just ridiculous.
Well, they've already come out with they've already come out with an amusement ride that you sit there, you're actually on a roller coaster, which I thought was good anyway, and then they put you in VR while you're on the roller coaster. Yeah. So can you imagine a roller coaster with a fucking mod? You know, as you're going around, VR mod. There is going too far. Like touchscreen mods. That's perfectly fine. But if you batter that mod, if you batter that touchscreen or drop it, because the touchscreen's like, what was it, the G-Priv. Now I like the G-Priv. The G-Priv's nice, all touchscreen. But if you drop it and crack that screen and do the digitizer in, you can't do nothing with that mod anymore. Nope. You can't adjust wattage. You can turn it on and off. So you can't adjust the wattage. You can't do anything because you've done the digitizer in. That mod is basically another paperweight. Where if it's just a standard, where if it's just like, I don't know, like a like a mech. The worst thing that could happen to that is the plastic break, but it's just a bit of metal, battery, squonk bottle. So, yeah. You wouldn't lose your phone pissing my. Yeah, true, I suppose. Oh, what are you after now? A mod that's got its own GPS tracker for if you lose it in a river. It's like, oh no, it's floating to the Atlantic. Well, the mod you drop wouldn't be floating anywhere. It'd be digging itself to China.
But the thing is, where I dropped it, I was literally on a platform, and I was match fishing, so you can't just jump in after it because I've got another 100 anglers around me, right? Would lynch me if I jumped in. So I had to sort of wait until the end of the match. So by the time then, it's probably sloped down into, because it's hit the a lot of these lakes. What I think they're reinforced with clay at the side, so they literally just slid, and it will just slide right down. So it's newly dug out. So and they pack it with clay and stuff to help corrosion, basically. So the banks stay there, if you know what I mean. So they don't just erode away with the water. Because if people don't know, water is a major corrosion. It does. It corrodes cliffs, anything. The water motion is a terrible corrosive. So that's why they do it like that. And yeah, going down there. Yeah, I'm not going into water and fishing and stuff because that will be my next.
That'll be another hour. That'll be another fucking hour show. That's all right. I'll get some sleep then. Carry on.
No. I'm definitely gonna be doing the fishing YouTube. I think eventually.
Right. Remind me not to subscribe to that one.
Oh, thanks, mate.
That's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it for 2 years. But I've never just get round to it.
I can hang myself come the end of the show. Lynch.
Fishing's really good, mate.
Nah, fish tank's more my remit.
Well, I could go into fish tanks as well if I want. Yeah.
I've just.
You can go. It's like vaping, really. Fishing or tanks or anything like that. You can go one extreme to another. Some people just want to vape, literally, a CE4. I know people still do a CE4. I seen a woman today, and she just literally had a pen style vape. She seemed happy enough. Yeah.
Oh, at least GPS would help. At least GPS would help me find my fucking triad. You misplaced your triad?
Who has?
Fucking Nelly, by the sounds of it.
You lost it in your garden. You got no chance if you lost it in your garden, mate. No way.
You'll need a very big industrial metal detector for that.
Yeah, and then do you know what I mean? You'll need a tramp protector and stuff like that. Oh, another tramp in my garden. Another tramp in my garden.
That's why he's loaded, because I reckon he charges him ground rent.
State of his garden, it looks like gypsies have been there for 3 years. You know what I mean?
They have. Living in the house.
It's a caravan, really. 2 caravans in the back of his garden. He goes, all the shit's just piled up and up. Yeah. If no one gets that, then don't worry. It's a private joke between
He lost it for 2 months now. What the fuck?
Hey, it's like me with my Danny. I lost it for 18 months and I found it behind my radiator. That's mental. You do. It's just, yeah. That Danny still doesn't work properly. It's probably been heated.
Check your sofa, Nelly.
I was going to say something then, but I won't because I got told off.
Or underneath your muffin top. That's where I lose most of my stuff.
Sure you not got it under one of your folds of your skin, Nelly? Oh, there's a burger there as well.
it had his brand new Geek vape on it as well. 1 week old.
Try not laugh. It's only for fast tech anyway.
Listen, that you buy enough shit from Fast Tech, Nelly. Buy yourself a strimmer, you tight git.
Billy, that was awesome. Yeah, you'll have to get that from Fast Tech as well, Billy. That's the trouble. You'll have to go to Fast Tech and go, have you got a strimmer? Don't think they sell strimmers. Gear best, mate. God, he'll need more. I don't think they sell bulldozers though, do they?
No, he just needs someone accidentally drop an atom bomb in the middle of it. Fucking.
You see all the tramps going in the air.
Or Nelly, throw some couple of unwrapped fucked 18650 batteries joined together in the middle.
I wonder how many people have lost their cats and dogs in your garden, Nelly. Saying that, mine's not got any shit in it. Mine's that overgrown though, because of massive bushes and stuff like that. It's horrendous. It's so bad. So yeah, it's really overgrown. But Nelly knows I've got a 100-foot garden. It's huge. But I've cut at the back. I've cut about 25 trees down, and cut all them up and built a new sort of like hedge kind of thing at the back. And it's still overgrown. It's still growing like mad.
You do know we're really winging this because now this is actually a vape show and we're going on about gardens.
It's good. Well, no, we're interacting with the audience. That's what we wanted originally anyway. So when people say stupid things like Billy did, we say it live and it's great. And this is what we're saying. If you want us, you're sitting there going, oh, this show's a bit boring. Blah. Mention something in chat and get us thinking, because we are up for a laugh. If you want to just take the piss out of my beard, I don't care. How many people were winding me up before? I don't care. Don't bother. I'm probably very, very well. I'm a very laid back person. Apart from me, not stop shaking all the time. That's why they call me Parky.
Stop playing with the magic wand.
Yeah.
You do know you're meant to use that for 10 minutes, then stop, wait 15 minutes, then carry on for another 10. So it's a 2-person job that, because you can suffer with white finger, hand and arm vibration syndrome.
You a dick.
Yeah, I know.
My phone's ringing. It's for you. I'm answering it.
That'll be Nelly turning around and saying, "Don't take the piss at me." Oh, it's all gone quiet. You can tell Neil's not talking. He's muted his mic. You know what that is, don't you? Have you been involved in an accident? Or it'll be, have you got unclaimed PPI?
Sorry, my mum's on the phone. Right, good. I think we'll finish it there, mate, because I need to ring. So.
Yeah, no worries, not a problem. Right, well, I'll close up for now. Right, thanks for watching as always. Thanks for joining us in chat. Please like, subscribe. Join us on Facebook if you'd like to join in the after party. The link is in the pin post on our Facebook page. Yet again, thanks very much for watching and see you later.
Yep, thumbs us up, like us, subscribe. God, there's more. It's going up now, the count. As we're going, people are joining in. Yeah, if you just joined, welcome. Yeah, it's been all right tonight. It's gone up to about 13, I think, at one point. It's all right. Please share and thumbs us up. Come to our Facebook group. We have got a Facebook page going like that as well. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And hopefully we'll have Ash back next week as well. So, yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.